on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He understands that they are a smaller school, a group of 6 team coming in here today against a big ACC opponent. But he said, I want our guys to believe that they belong here, play with a chip on their shoulder, and show everybody in this stadium they're just as good as the ACC guys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, H. Lopez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive. From
the red zone, looking for a man. Picked off, and
It's something you're always worried about. The first drive is a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Smith with the grab over the middle to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
Might have a chance. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That pass is incomplete. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Wants to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. From the gun. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Bishop. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Quarterback making checks. This is a designed run. Picks up the 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Wants to keep it in the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Fires to the right. What a grab. Just beat the coverage. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the 1st down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they go back on top.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Seminoles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Davis. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 23 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Louisville who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Dangerous screen into traffic. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on